Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the Noon News from Montana's news leader.
A very good Wednesday afternoon, and thanks so much for all of you around the state for joining us here on the Statewide Noon News. I'm Samantha Sullivan. The Sheriff's Office in Carbon County is warning residents about a possible police impersonator. They've received reports about a white SUV with police markings and red and blue flashing lights stopping vehicles in Fromberg and Rockville areas. Similar incidents have been reported in Franny and Deaver, Wyoming. The Carbon County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating the impersonator. Call the number on your screen if you've seen the vehicle or were stopped by it. And if you happen to encounter the vehicle, the Sheriff's Office advises calling 911 immediately. Turn on your four-way flashers, do not speed up, and obey all other traffic laws. Try and find a populated area, and dispatchers will be able to tell you if it's a real unit. Real Carbon County Sheriff's vehicles are black, when deputies wear brown tops with a gold or silver badge and khaki-colored pants. And residents in Fromberg are without water, and schools are closed today due to what city leaders are calling two separate water line breaks. Mayor Shirley Miller says the two breaks happened yesterday afternoon around 3:30. Miller says the breaks were an emergency situation and city officials had to act fast, which prevented them from notifying residents earlier about their water being shut off. Right now, residents who do have access to water should boil before drinking it or cooking with it. Miller says the town of Fromberg itself is over 100 years old, so the water lines are old and have started to deteriorate. Miller does say repairs are underway right now, and they hope to have the water back and running by this evening. Meanwhile, the remains of a woman who went missing from the Flathead Reservation almost a year ago have been found in North Dakota. Darlene Billy's remains were found on September 3rd in the northwestern part of Dunn County. Billy's daughter last heard from her on October 25th. The St. Ignatius woman was traveling to the Montana-North Dakota border but had not been heard from since. An official cause of death has not yet been released, and the case is still under investigation. Meanwhile, the search continues for 23-year-old Jermaine Charlo, a Dixon woman who was last seen in the Missoula area in mid-June. Missoula police say they're concerned she's being held against her will. And in other news this afternoon, at least 8 people are picking up the pieces and stifling through the ashes following the horseshoe fire in Clarkston, Montana last week. One of those homeowners, Mark McCurty, visited his home for the first time on Tuesday since flames tore through the area north of Three Forks. He said Red Cross has provided limited help, but what is most comforting is the outpouring of support from the community. A handful of people who lost everything in the flames have GoFundMe accounts. There's also a fundraiser to help the entire community in case of future fires.
You get down a hole and you can't reach somebody, and it could mean life or death, or structure or no structure, you know. So they're trying to get these.
Declared 100% contained on Sunday, officially burned just over 1,200 acres. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. And turning things now over to Ed in the Weather Center. Ed, about halfway through September and things are starting to cool down a little bit.
That's for sure, especially halfway through the state. Let's take a look at the map, because compared to yesterday, especially eastern Montana, those blue shaded areas, a lot cooler than where we saw temperatures yesterday. Lewistown, 20 degrees cooler than it was at noon yesterday, 22 degrees cooler in Jordan, and you can see that all across the map with just a few exceptions west of the Continental Divide. Plus, we'll watch for an increasing chance of rain as we start getting into the evening hours, and a little bit of higher elevation snow. Very light amounts in portions of the state, but could be an inch or more in areas of northeastern Montana. We'll take a closer look at all of that in just a few minutes with a forecast.
Thanks so much, Ed. A comprehensive bill to combat opioid and methamphetamine abuse passed the U.S. Senate this week and appears as headed to the president's desk. It's being called a rare moment of bipartisan cooperation in Congress. MTN's Mike Dennison tells us what the bill could mean for fighting efforts to fight drug abuse and trafficking right here in Montana.
The package of bills approved by the Senate Monday evening authorizes up to $8.4 billion worth of programs to combat the epidemic of opioid abuse across the country. But as noted by Montana Senator Steve Daines, it also contains efforts to fight the spread of methamphetamine, which is more prevalent in Montana.
In Montana, meth is destroying families and communities and disproportionately impacting our tribes. At the federal level, our goal must be to partner with states and communities to overcome this devastating reality.
The bill adds Indian tribes to the list of those eligible for grants to fight drug abuse and helps crack down on the shipping of deadly drugs like fentanyl through the U.S. Postal Service. It also reauthorizes programs that help Montana law enforcement curb meth trafficking and includes grants for recovery centers that can help people getting over their addictions and drug treatment courts. Chief Deputy Attorney General John Bennion says it's good news that the federal government is continuing and expanding its efforts in these areas. But he also says the state needs to step up as well and do its part to get in front of the problem.
While there are some prevention efforts going on, there's not a real thoughtful statewide approach on prevention, and the state doesn't offer any money from its general fund or any other state funding sources for prevention. It all comes from the federal government.
Bennion says his boss, Attorney General Tim Fox, plans to make prevention a priority at the next legislature. The federal bill passed the Senate 99-1 and now goes to a conference committee, where some details will be ironed out before it heads to the president's desk for his signature. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike. And another bill passed Tuesday. It secures a series of funds for health needs across the country, with $24 million coming to Montana. Nationally, $1.6 billion will go to community health centers, $1.5 billion goes towards opioid crisis grants, $24.5 million will go to rural telehealth initiatives, and $722 million is for mental health grants. In other news this afternoon, Donald Trump Jr. will be in Bozeman next week, but right now the question is where. The president's son was supposed to make an appearance at the Midtown Tavern on Thursday, September 25th. It was supposed to be a campaign rally for U.S. Senate candidate Matt Rosendale, but Jeff Wilcox, the manager of Midtown Tavern, says the whole thing is news to him. Wilcox says he was shocked to find out about the event. He says it was not his intent to host an event like this. We did reach out to the Rosendale campaign to learn more details on Donald Trump Jr.'s visit, but we're still waiting to hear back. And before we do take a break this afternoon, a popular Montana publication is calling it quits after nearly 50 years in print. A letter on Montana Magazine's Facebook page from General Manager Matt Gibson says the dynamics of the publishing business have changed and the magazine has reached the end of its run. The letter goes on to say that subscribers will receive a refund for the unfulfilled issues remaining on their account. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Noon News. In Wisconsin, authorities are responding to reports of an active shooter at an office building. What we know coming up. But first, Ed's in with a full look at the forecast. That's up right after the break. We'll be right back.
You're watching MTN News with Samantha Harrelson, Storm Tracker weather with Ed McIntosh, and Farm and Ranch News from the Northern Ag Network. This is the Noon News on Q2, Montana's news leader.